Hey guys, welcome to the NFL Rumors daily videos today. We got some really exciting content for you to go over, as we've not got to have a video in a few days. So excited to go over a lot of the news and rumors. Your number one place for all the new NFL news and NFL rumors. We appreciate you subscribing, and we really appreciate you tuning in. So let's get right into it. So, some of the big news here: Odell Beckham Jr. says that he wants to sign back with the Giants for at least 1 year, as that's the team that drafted him. Definitely, I think thinks he's got some unfinished business there. So Odell wanting to go back to the Giants. He currently doesn't have a team. They've been speculated that he might retire. So a lot of things going on there, but he wants to come back to New York. So Odell Beckham Jr. would love to come back to the Giants. Jackson Dart, NFL Network reports that they believe it's when he takes over the job, not if, this season. So Jackson Dart could end up being the starting quarterback of the Giants. Antonio Brown, former Steelers, said he was out of the country. He got no more child support. Tell your mom to get a job. I mean, this guy's all over the place on social media doing this. Reportedly, there's still an arrest warrant out for an attempt to murder for Antonio. So crazy stuff going on with Antonio Brown. Shadir Sanders, he's got a speeding violation that makes two. Reportedly, could have his license suspended for the two excessive speeding violations. What to see what that looks like. Calvin Johnson, the Lions legend, who recently said he used marijuana before games due to injuries, has now one of the top cannabis dispensaries up north. So seems like this is definitely a lack of Calvin Johnson and a business as well. Got a lot of free agents available right now. Defensive free agents, offensive free agents, still in the woodworks there. Just to name some of the big defensive free agents, you got Von Miller, Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith, Matt Judon, J. Devon Clowney. As you look at a few more, Stephon Gilmore, Shaquille Griffin, Justin Simmons. So some big time defensive free agents there. We'll go over the offensive free agents as well. You got Bills Amari Cooper, Bears Keenan Allen, the Chiefs Carson Wentz, Saints Jamal Williams, Chargers Gus Edwards, the Titans Tyler Boyd, the Ravens Nelson Aguilar, the Jaguars Gabe Davis, Bears Gerald Everett, and Mercedes Lewis, also the Bears. So a lot of free agents still available looking for teams. We'll have to see how that kind of comes off. Deontay Johnson reportedly is the clear favorite to win the slot wide receiver job in Cleveland. So he's had some issues with some teams, including the Ravens, the Texans, the Panthers, but he wants to put all that behind him, and he is a clear favorite to win that slot receiver job for the Browns. So, want to talk about, like everybody knows, really what happened last night. Donald Trump said that he bombed Iran's nuclear site. Um, RG3 came out to social media, former Redskins Commanders quarterback. He said that that he believes that bombing, we're heading to World War III for sure. So a lot of things going on. I know a lot of people upset with that. So definitely prayers for everybody there that's involved. The Bears' Brian Urlacher said that Chicago set Caleb Williams to fail, changing the offensive coordinators. So Caleb Williams had a really good receiving core there. Uh, but Brian Urlacher said due to the offensive continuity, he feels that they set him up to fail there. Russell Wilson said a deciding factor for him to come to New York was Malik Neighbors. And we just talked about Russell Wilson. His time might be on the clock there if Jackson Dart keeps on playing the way he is. So that'll be interesting to keep on monitoring. Some big news here with Jalen Ramsey A lot of people have rumored him to the Steelers. A lot of people have rumored him to the Commanders. But Jalen Ramsey said he preferred to be traded to a West Coast team like the Niners, the Rams, or the Chargers. So it seems like Jalen Ramsey wants to stay on the West Coast, and all three of them teams have need at corner. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Some more Caleb Williams news. He said that Green Bay Packer fans suck. So he's not going to get no love when he goes to Green Bay this year, and he's probably putting a target on him. He better go out there and play well with that going on. Also, Dolphins throwing some heat at Tyreek Hill, throwing some heat at the Buffalo fans, saying when he faced them, they typically play a cover four, in essence saying that they were scared of him. So maybe Tyreek Hill not gonna get the love in Buffalo as well. Saints legendary quarterback Drew Brees says his right arm no longer works due to football injuries. So Drew Brees definitely trying to get into a career of broadcasting. We wish him the best. Definitely seems like the NFL took a toll on Drew. He was one of the best quarterbacks out there. A lot of people call him the most underrated quarterback. But wishing Drew the best there with his arm. Well, we're going to talk next about the Ohio State star Jeremiah Smith. He reportedly got a 98 overall rating in EA, the highest rating in the game. So a lot of people thinks he could be a first overall pick. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Jeremiah Smith as he goes toward an NFL career. We'll jump into Trey Hendrickson next. There are rumors that Seattle might be interested in Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson is currently working with the Bengals on a contract. It doesn't seem like it's going anywhere just yet. He's being very disgruntled with the Bengals and very upset the way they handled things. So it'll be interesting to see if a team like the Seahawks, the Lions, the Bears will get in there with them. The Steelers reportedly traded George Pickens due to a maturity level, but also a belief that there could be issues with Aaron Rodgers bringing him on. So reportedly, there could be issues of Aaron Rodgers signing the contract. There's reported going to be issues of how he'll get along. So it looks like the Steelers might have cut ties to make things better for Aaron Rodgers there. Raiders part owner Tom Brady reportedly did not want Sam Darnold as a starting quarterback there. He didn't have any input much on Shadir Sanders, but seems like he did have some input here on a starting quarterback. The Raiders end up choosing Geno Smith, who they've been very happy with Pete Carroll. Ricky Williams, the former Saint and Dolphin, pushes back against the effort to ban THC in Texas. He's been a big advocate of THC and marijuana use in the past, and so definitely he is fighting the Texas lawmakers for that. The Steelers, will jump back into them. Will Howard said, everything I can learn from Aaron Rodgers is invaluable. Howard has also said that Rodgers has been very open to help him. So I think some good stuff coming there for sure. Good news for the Giants. More news of the Giants here. Malik Neighbors expected to be ready for the start of training camp. So really good news for the fantasy football owners there and the Giants. So Bucky Irvin's not satisfied how he played as a rookie. So he believes he can really go up even more with that. So Bucky Irvin could end up being a really big player for the Bucks this year. Kyler Murray said he's the healthiest he's ever been and the most ready for his season. This could be a big year for Kyler Murray, a make or break season. He's got Marvin Harrison Jr. there. A lot of people want to see his development in year two. Kyler Murray, it'll be interesting to see if he does not have a great year, if the Cardinals might go a different direction at quarterback. The 49ers, they really love their second round pick, Alfred Collins. He said reminds them of Bryant Young. Bryant Young is a stud player, a Hall of Fame player. So yeah, Alfred Collins getting a lot of love there. We'll talk about Keenan Allen here, still big time free agent. Chargers are still open to adding Keenan Allen. The Bears reportedly in the last 24 hours, really a lot of the players really want him back. So they're trying to get the team to see if that could be a possibility. But they have a lot of young receivers there, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Some more Russell Wilson news. He's going to use the same locker he used when he won the Super Bowl. So Russ going to try to cook it up in New York. I mean, he's going to try to keep that starting job, as NFL Network reported. Jackson Dart really pushing the heels on that. Many around the league feel the Washington Commanders made a mistake with Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders have interest in Ramsey, but it seems like Ramsey wants to go play on the West Coast. But we'll see if Marshawn Lattimore can make up for that. The Steelers, Aaron Rodgers reportedly would really wants Amari Cooper. So the Steelers reportedly could pursue Amari Cooper there. So it'll be very interesting to see if the Steelers keep on going that route to try to get Cooper. A lot of Henry Ruggs news. Henry Ruggs apologized to the family of the victims of the terrible death of the young girl and her dog, and still currently in jail. He said he wants to come back, play for the Raiders. I'm sure he'll face an NFL suspension in doing so. But interesting to see. Hit the comments and let us know if you will want your team to sign Henry Ruggs. So Traylon Burks said he feels amazing in recovery from the torn ACL. Traylon Burks really got to come out and ball, because if he doesn't, he could end up being a trade victim or release if things don't go his way. Some more legal implications. Rashee Rice said he won't be suspended until his criminal case involving his 8 felony charges ends. So whether that is in the season or later on, that's going to come to an end. But right now, the Chiefs don't have to worry about a suspension with that. Adrian Peterson was in a little news, not any football news, but he got into a fight over a poker hand, and definitely was recorded there, put out by TMC. It's on our page if you want to check it out. So, that is some tough stuff from Adrian Peterson. Somebody I don't think I would, definitely want to mess with in a fight for sure. The Rams, Aaron Donald thinks that the Chargers are going to be a much better team. I'm sorry, the Rams are going to be a much better team in 225, and he urges the team to bring back Jalen Ramsey. So definitely wanting the team to bring back Jalen Ramsey there. So some big news there, and we'll finish it out on T.J. Watt. So T.J. Watt, the Steelers are expected to get a deal done before training camp. So really good news for Steeler fans there. So some great news with everything there. So it was great to be with you today to go over the news, to come back. We've not been with you with a couple of days. Wanted to hit you with all the news there. We'll be back real soon with some more news happen as we head into the training camp. Make sure that you tune in. We have a video every couple of days that come out. So we really appreciate if you could subscribe and punch the like button on the video. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate all the viewers that's really came out and loved the videos. We can't thank you enough for all the thousands and thousands of views. We really appreciate that. Also, give us a follow on our Twitter. Give us a follow on our Threads and our Instagram, as we got you for all the social media content wherever you do your social media at. We appreciate the follow. Without you, we couldn't do it. And we really appreciate you coming here to have your NFL news by us, right? So, definitely check out the videos. I'm sure they'll like them. You'll have something there with your team. And again, we thank you here at NFL Rumors, and have a good one, guys.